All right, so Shields of War did this video and he titled it, "What Do Role Playing Games Mean to You?" And in it, he was challenging people to analyze what exactly does it mean to you? What is it, an art form? Is it just a hobby? Is it just a game? Is it just an excuse to hang out with friends? What is it? And the first thought I had was that for most of us who do videos and things like that, I don't think any of us will just say it's an excuse to hang out with friends. Um, Most of us who do the YouTube channels aren't really casual gamers. We actually enjoy a lot about tabletop RPGs, more than just hanging out with friends. Now, it can still be a huge factor in it, and we can still be like, we might still consider ourselves casual, but some of us. Uh, but for instance, myself, I consider myself a diehard gamer. Uh, I think about gaming a lot. A large portion of my day, I think about gaming. So, um, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I find that it consumes too much of my time. Um, but for me, what do games mean to me? One of the things he said is, no matter what, you're right, because we're talking about your personal thoughts on it, your personal feelings towards gaming. And he's right. Some people consider it an art form. Someone who I would say really used to get behind that would have been Meta Rockwell. He used to have a YouTube channel. I haven't seen the guy in over a year, um, but he used to talk about it as an art form. Philip Posey, he used to talk about a lot of the methods and stuff that he used as an art form. Um, no, I'm not saying that these guys view it as an art form necessarily. I'm not trying to speak for them, but um, I'm just pointing out some examples of people who tend to act like it's an art form, and that's cool. It helps the experience. Um, Not that you have to act like it's an art form. There are people who seem more like they're just up for a good time. Uh, Jeremy Pilipow from Black Magic Crafts. He just seems like a really cool guy that looks like he's just looking to have a good time and maybe escape for a little bit. I don't know. Personally, I think for me, what it means to me is it's something to look forward to. It's a chance to not think about reality, whether it's work or bills or anything like that. It's a chance for me to look forward to telling stories, whether it's by myself when I'm prepping or writing something, or collaboratively with friends online or at home in my home groups. Um, it's a lot of fun for me, and not that I feel like there's a lot that I need to escape in my life. I think I'm living a pretty good life. I'm pretty happy. Um, got really no complaints right now, and I'm not really suffering through anything at the moment. Um, Life is good. Um, I think RPGs help with you know giving me something to do at times. I think it's something to bond with, for instance, my daughter over. She loves looking at my RPG books. She's really interested in playing sometime. So I think one day she'll play. I think my son will play. My wife likes to game. So it's something I think as a family we can use as bonding time. And something fun to do. And I'm excited about that. So there's just a lot of positive with it. Um, it also gives me stuff to do YouTube videos about, which is to me a hobby. There's my YouTube channel is one of my favorite hobbies I do. I look forward to doing these videos. Um, at times, I try to dig up inspiration to do a video, but and at those times, I think sometimes I should just take a break, and I've done that before. Um, so RPGs are a great way for me to do this hobby. Um, it's given me close friends that I wouldn't have otherwise. A couple people I work with, I consider friends because of RPGs. And so I mean, it means a lot. If there wasn't RPGs, I'd probably just be into sports and video games. And I think because I'm into RPGs, I spend less time watching TV, less time involved in watching sports, and less time playing video games. And that's okay. For example, I'm doing this video right now instead of playing video games. My wife is watching TV right now, whereas she wouldn't be if I was playing video games. So I think it makes a lot of things open up. Uh, like I said, I do a lot with RPGs, whether I'm looking at books, reading on the internet, looking up RPG stuff. Um, a lot of my free time is RPG related. I would probably say over half of my free time goes to RPGs. So, if not about half. So, come home at lunch, I'm reading my Facebook groups or Google Plus groups for RPG stuff or blogs, watching other people's videos. At nighttime, usually around the time I want to do a couple of videos, I watch a couple people's YouTube videos about RPGs. So to me, it's a good portion of my interests, RPGs. Don't know what I'd do without RPGs, and it's funny because before I was back into RPGs, my life was sports, sometimes video games. But I watched tons of sports, football, baseball, basketball. It didn't matter. I'd just sit there and watch it. And now I spend more time seeking out different techniques, ways to make games better, how to prep, world building, character stuff, how to be a better RPer, reskinning monsters, mechanics of games. I mean, there's so many different things, but it all interests me quite a bit. So it's okay. I'm happy with it. And I think that's why I want to do more, like such as creating my own game system, such as writing modules, running more online games, which has become not necessarily a priority, but it's something that I'm doing a little more of right now. And right now I'm struggling with my home groups with scheduling. We were going to play this last Saturday, but one player couldn't show up till the second half. Another player would have had to leave, and only one player was going to be there the whole time other than my wife. So I was like, you know what? Let's just hold off. I want us to all be there. And so I postponed that game. I'm supposed to have another game on the 1st, which is this Saturday. And haven't really heard from the group. I haven't really talked to them. So I should probably do that. But yeah, in that game, we haven't played in a couple months because of schedules. We had 2 of the players out for a whole month because they had plans all month. Another one, his wife was in South Carolina, which is like 10 states away, had, all sorts of things there. So anyways, so it just seemed like a good time to get back into running online games. And the creative juice has been flowing, man. Like I went to Grand Con and all I want to do is run Palladium books right now or Savage Drifts or something. And 5th edition, while it's still, my current favorite system, I got all sorts of ideas for that. I mean, my mind is everywhere, RPGs. So anyways, And, I still have my Fantasy Age and Dragon Age books. So for me, RPGs are everything for me. It's my number one hobby. It's a passion of mine. I love, I've had a couple of people ask me questions lately about how to do this with D&D 5th edition. And so and on my old videos. And so I really enjoy helping people, and I love bringing people to the hobby. Love it. My home groups, I've got quite a few people who haven't played a lot of RPGs, so it's great when I hear that they're having fun. Um, I like trying to run games for people online who have never played either that system or never played an online game. I always get a thrill out of bringing people into it. Um, so, yeah, I mean, it's my passion, I think. It's right up there with my Michigan football passion, which you guys know, big Michigan football fan. So, um, but yeah, so that's about it. I hope you found this mildly entertaining or whatever. And if you haven't done this video, be sure to go check out, what's his name? Shields of War on YouTube. It's called What Do Role-Playing Games Mean to You? He gets a little personal in his video. I don't, because there's not a lot of personal stuff that I think it brings about for me. I just like RPGs. I love them. They're fun. So that's it. But I'll talk to you guys next time, and enjoy. Bye.